We all have friends who come and go or stay throughout our lives. However, there may come a point when our relationship with them takes a turn for the worst. We may understandably be perplexed as to why this occurs. Not sure why someone completely ignores you, lavishes you with false flattery, or continuously speaks over you while you're celebrating a milestone. That individual is probably jealous of you. Jealousy is simple to detect. Most of the time, it's about when someone gives off a nasty, unpleasant aura. However, it may also be difficult to detect at times, particularly when someone is skilled at concealing their envy under a nice demeanor. People who exhibit feelings of envy are considered to have underlying personal issues such as insecurities, poor self-esteem, and hostility. It may also become a harmful habit if it gets out of hand. What are some of the signs that someone is jealous of you? Let's find out in today's video. But first, before we go on, please subscribe, comment, share the video, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started with this interesting video. Jealousy individuals may seem to be well-wishers on the outside, but they are more delighted to see you fall than flourish. In such a scenario, it's important to recognize the concealed feelings of jealousy so that you can guard yourself against their bad effects. One thing to remember as we examine these signs is that the goal is to raise awareness, not to cast a harsh judgment on someone or to claim that every jealous person exhibits the same traits. Jealousy and envy may take many forms, ranging from someone who is generally kind but feels insecure to someone who harbors anger, grudges, and hatred. Understanding whether others are envious of you may help you avoid it from impacting your life, obviously in a negative way. So how about we take a look at some of these signs? Number 1. They shower you with insincere compliments and fake praises. Do you know what a jealous person's common denominator is? They will never admit to being envious of you. They are too supportive and lavish you with phony accolades when wonderful things happen to you. However, after they are out of danger, they start saying awful things about you and how unworthy you are. Pay attention to folks who take a long time to congratulate you or cheer the loudest when something good occurs to you, as well as those who praise you only when others are around. Number 2. They copy you. While psychology thinks that copycat conduct is a sign of flattery and a demonstration of affection, this isn't always the case since envious individuals may also do this. People that are envious of you strive to imitate your behavior and style, including your hairstyle, walking style, gestures, and even the way you speak. You may think it flattering at first. However, the more you notice it, the more bothersome it becomes. An envious individual isn't attempting to compliment you by buying a phone that looks exactly like yours. They're just trying to keep up as if it's a competition. Number 3. They overemphasize their achievements. When speaking with others, jealous individuals try to exaggerate their accomplishment to make themselves seem superior. This frequently occurs after you've shared some exciting news. When these individuals accomplish anything significant, they often broadcast it to the whole world, even through social media. Take attention to folks who brag about their accomplishments a lot. They're generally the most insecure, and they'll go to great lengths to make you believe you're not up to par with them. Number 4. They misguide you through bad tips and recommendations. You should already be aware that a jealous person's ultimate purpose is for you to fail. If you ask someone envious of you for sincere counsel, that person will deliberately give you a negative advice. Remember that those who are envious of you do not want to see you succeed in life. If you discuss a plan with them, for example, they will be the first to ask superfluous questions only to blow your bubble. Number 5. They bombard you with uncomfortable questions. It's normal for people to inquire about you when they meet someone new. Similarly, an envious person does. In truth, this individual will ask you a lot of questions, but with a shady motive. They may inquire about your prior experiences, triumphs, and objectives to dissect every word you say. Number 6. They are utterly competitive. Jealous individuals, as previously said, constantly make sure they are a step ahead of you. They aim to steal your thunder in every way they can because they believe you don't deserve it. They regard you as their major competition at work, at home, and even in your social organization because they are jealous. For example, they may never have worn high heels before, but when they see you wearing them more often at work, they will go out and buy a couple of pairs to keep up with you. Number 7. They are overly critical of you. It doesn't matter what you do or how well you do it, since a jealous person will always see you as lacking in one or more elements. While your supervisor and coworkers may praise and congratulate you for your efforts, a jealous coworker may point out problems while openly dismissing all of your wonderful efforts. Those that are jealous undermine your proud moments. Ignore what people say before their obnoxious comments have an impact on your productivity. Number 8. They take credit for your work. Have you ever been upset by someone who takes credit for your accomplishment even though they had no role in it? If you achieve your ideal job, for example, a jealous individual will remark, "That's what you get for following my advice." Keep in mind that a jealous individual will go to great lengths to be included in your success picture. Number 9. They demotivate you. Have you ever questioned why a certain individual is preventing you from carrying out the ideas you've made with them? That individual is probably jealous of you. A jealous individual will generally be supportive at first, but then will put doubts in your mind sometime along the road. For example, they may remark something along the lines of, "It's fantastic that you want to study abroad, but are you certain you can adapt to a new environment? Because, as you may be aware, attending an overseas school might be frightening. I'd continue my studies here if I were you." Number 10. They humiliate you in the presence of other people. Assume you're conversing with a jealous individual and a mutual acquaintance. Your mutual buddy inquires about your own experience with a certain issue while you all converse. But then, the jealous individual bursts in and starts abusing you about it. A jealous individual will use every opportunity to humiliate and ridicule you. When you question them, they will dismiss your concerns, claiming that they were kidding and that you should not take it seriously. What can you do to avoid such individuals now that you have known the signs of a jealous person? It's psychologically and emotionally taxing to deal with envious, nasty individuals. Prioritize communicating with individuals who are worth your energy and time before things get the best of you. Bonding with individuals who provide value to your life will not only spare you from hassles, but will also draw wonderful things into your life such as happiness, satisfaction, and love. It's pointless to strive to satisfy someone who doesn't like you, since it will simply weary you mentally and emotionally. Jealous individuals will appear in our lives, and no one is immune. It will be simpler to recognize and deal with signals that someone is secretly envious of you now that you are aware of them. You may feel compelled to burn bridges, but a friendly, non-confrontational talk may occasionally help you and the envious individual patch things up. However, this isn't always the case. Remember that there will always be two sorts of people in your life: those who like you and those who despise you, no matter what you do. And being envious of someone doesn't make you any less deserving, does it? So, if the jealous individual wants to rekindle a good connection with you, It's fantastic. However, if the individual continues to engage in toxic conduct, it is not your fault. After all, you have people who love and respect you for who you are. Decide to devote your time and energy to them. Having reached there, we all agreed that we might need to keep our friends close and our enemies even closer. Simply to mean that we need to keep an eye on those individuals that seem like they give any of these signs we've seen. Well, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Have you had jealous people in your life before? Let us know about that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos.